We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Mike Foltynewicz is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Ozuna. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso, his career line with Foltynewicz. He's only 2 for 10. He also has 1 home run. Here comes the first pitch. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 30, Michael.
Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Ozuna giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. Mets 0. Braves coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the Show. Marcus Stroman gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
So striding forward now, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's in there for strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
To 1-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And another foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second, the right fielder, Nick.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Markakis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Hit hard to short. Rosario brings it in. On to first, and Markakis has retired 2 away.
That is first. The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season. No doubt about that. First pitch coming. Here it is. Out of play, off to the right. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Number 17 for him on the season. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
We always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Acuna digs in now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Two out, nobody on. Oh, it's off the third base bag. Reined in. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Acuna leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Stroman has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
Stroman comes set. Here he comes on 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Second inning coming up, and the Braves have an early 1-0 advantage. So digging in now, YOENIS Cespedes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That is it.
Striding into the box, Robinson Cano, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Camargo picks it up cleanly. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is through into right field for a single.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on it.
So stepping in, Brandon Nimmo, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Braves on top, 1-0. Now at the plate, Tyler Flowers. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
Count is 1-2.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Stepping into the box, Johan Camargo, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. Cespedes on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting it, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Into the box now, Austin Riley. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Stroman steps into the windup. Here it is on 1-0.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air to center field. Giving chase is Nimmo. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Now here's the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Stepping in now, Marcus Stroman. As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. One out, nobody on.
Ball.
1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. And he takes ball three, so it's a full count now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses here, ball four. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Acuna is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's set. Here it comes. 0-1. Here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mets strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Welcome back as the Braves look to get their bats going here in the third, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. In there at the knees, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Riding in once again, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Conforto is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, the right field. The
Next to bat for Atlanta, Nick Markakis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to...
And that's just past the grasp of CANO into center, a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. Stroman comes set. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
This is to right field and deep off the bat of Freeman. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His second home run of the game as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Two out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Now to the plate, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Low for ball 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And this will be fouled away. Now the 2-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And we've got two guys bringing some serious gas for you, as you see there. Top speeds 96 and 97. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, YOENIS CESPEDES, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here it comes. Fouled off. A 1 pitch on its way.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Cespedes is retired, 2 down now. Digging in, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Cano waits on the first pitch. Cano connects as this is to deep right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. 3rd home run for him on the year. And the Mets will cut the deficit now to 3-1.
Yeah, after this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you can see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I would be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Number 40, Wilson Ramos.
No balls and 1 strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1 on its way.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets do get 1 back, though, on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets 1. Bottom of the inning now. Stepping in for the Braves, Marcell Ozuna. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Ozuna, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he lines it out to center. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Austin.
Digging in, Austin Riley comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Comes set, now the pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 1-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And that misses. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Mike Foltynewicz will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. The tag, and he's out going for second. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Braves lead this one 6-1. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat, and while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. So here's Brandon Nimmo as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Nimmo bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Hits this one hard the other way. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So coming to the plate, Ahmed Rosario looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit, throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that.
And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Now batting, the pitcher, Marcus.
J.D. Davis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 28, J.D. Davis.
And that misses for ball one. 268 the average for him coming in. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. The 1-0 home. A bouncer up the middle. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They trail 6-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Walker Lockett, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Walker Lockett.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Markakis. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch of the at-bat. Freddie Freeman is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Nimmo is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to the right side. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. So here's Jeff McNeil, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Markakis looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate now, Pete Alonso. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball match outside.
One and 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. No hits to this point. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And there's ball 2 now. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now another 2-2. A Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
YOENIS, CESPEDES.
Ready for another shot now. YOENIS Cespedes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, upstairs.
Now the 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Cespedes takes ball 4 there, and he'll head down to first.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson.
There's Robbie CANO now. He went deep last time up.
The last at that, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch.
That's ball 2.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Outside and low, 3-0.
I got 3-0.
A strike, and it's 3-1. CANO connects as this is out to deep right. Gone! A 2-run shot here for Robinson CANO. His second of the game, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Swing and a line drive. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The center fielder.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 2-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. And the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Braves 6 and the Mets 4. Here's Marcell Ozuna, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball. Figuring out and finding that release point.
The 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Stepping in, Tyler Flowers. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, that's the ball.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Shoots this one over to first. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, the shortstop, Johan Camargo.
Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They still lead it 6-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Shane Green will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Adeiny Echeverria is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. New inning set to get underway. Striding in, Ahmed Rosario, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around.
even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1-0 pitch on the way. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Popped up. And there's your first out of the inning.
The batter, the pitcher, Walter Rocky.
Dominic Smith will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Bases are empty, one man out.
Let's go.
1-2 to Dominic Smith. Hit hard but foul.
Would love to have a meeting at the mound right now with the pitcher. Don't understand that pitch. Down and in with a fastball with 2 strikes. Maybe he's looking for a ground ball.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Full count now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch-out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Right side, but it's well foul. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Chris Martin takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 55, Fred Martin.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A runner on first with 2 away.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. So a full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Conforto. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. 2 down, runners at first and second. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. 2 left for the Mets. They trail it here 6-4. Jerry's Familia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. At the plate, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here comes the first pitch. Familia, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a 9-year major league vet. Ready with the 0-2. Got him. Into the box, Adani Echeverria. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
A ball and 2 strikes now. One out, nobody on. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. Slider laid off for a ball. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
In the air to straightaway right. Conforto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're up 6-4. Will Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 51.
All set for the start of the inning. So here's YOENIS CESPEDES. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
YOENIS CESPEDES.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Smith, a 6'5" left-hander. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 24.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Second baseman Robinson Cano will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Cano waits on the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-1 home. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one got a piece of him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. From the belt, the pitch.
1-0.
2 out with the man at first. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is taken high, but for a called strike 3. Mets leave 1. Score remains steady at 6-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Justin Wilson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jake Marisnick will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Standing in, Nick Markakis. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. In now, Freddie Freeman comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, one man out. 2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. And the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
At the plate, Ronald Acuna, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Wilson stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Throwing to second, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They still lead it 6-4. Darren O'Day comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
56. Leading off to the net, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home.
Oh, that's out.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing.
but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here comes the 1-0. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
And here's a slider for a called strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
No one out with a runner at second. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jeff McNeil. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
First and second here with nobody out. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. O'Day, a native Floridian. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and it's now a 1-run ball game. Jackson, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
77. Luke.
Into the box now, Pete Alonso. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Now the pitch. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Michael Conforto will be next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ripped down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you could see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Here's YOENIS Cespedes, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And that's in there, 2-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
4 runs here in this half inning.
Ball 3.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Wilson Ramos, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's the Mets 8 and the Braves 6. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 39, Edwin Diaz. Now
at the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He'll start things out against the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, even at home when you're down by 2, trying to score a couple of runs off of one of the game's top closers.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball. Diaz is in the midst of a strong season, and the fans have taken notice. He's currently leading all National League closers in all-star votes.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
Ball 3, 3-0.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Settling in now, Tyler Flowers. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 0-1 pitch.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Nobody out, runner on first. To third. He's got it. To second, there's CANO. Back to first, a 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Ender Inciarte will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11, Ender Inciarte.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Lifted down the line in left. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Metropolitans came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Justin Wilson earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Edwin Diaz earns the save out of the bullpen, his league-leading 20th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious